Hello, and this is a slide presentation about cause and effect reasoning. This is the second slide presentation about section 4 from Hume's inquiry concerning human understanding. And let's just dive right into this by talking about reasoning about matters of fact. Let me read from Hume here. All reasonings about matters of fact seem to be based on the relation of cause and effect, which is the only relation that can take us beyond the evidence of our memory and senses. What does he mean? He means, if you want to think about what's going on in some other part of the world, you have to start thinking about causes and effects and how things work and how they've worked in the past. Here's an example. Someone who finds a watch or other machine on a desert island will conclude that there have been men on that island. All our reasonings concerning fact are like this. When we reason in this way, we suppose that the present fact is connected with one that we infer from it. If you find a watch on an uninhabited island, you're going to think there must have been people here because watches existing are caused by people and someone must have dropped this watch or something like that. Cause and effect. Let's move to the next slide. What is our basis for confidence about matters of fact? So if we want to understand the basis of our confidence about matters of fact, we must find out how we come to know about cause and effect. Hume is saying that we continually reason from cause to effect, and such reasoning is the only way to reason from one matter of fact to another. We do this all the time, but what Hume wants to really know is how can we depend upon it? How do we know that the causes are connected to the effects? And what he wants to say is we know this through experience. Let me read this quote. I venture to assert, as true without exception, that knowledge about causes is never acquired through a priori reasoning, and always comes from our experience of finding that particular objects are constantly associated with one another. What is he saying here? He's saying we don't learn about cause and effect without experience. That would be a priori reasoning. That would be reasoning prior to experience. We need that experience. Think about the relationship between lightning and thunder. How do you know that lightning causes thunder? Why do you believe this? Because you keep seeing them together. It was those experiences that gave you this idea about the cause and effect relationship between them. And so we need experience to learn about cause and effect, another part of his empirical philosophy. And here's another argument he has for this position, that we need experience to learn about cause and effect. He's talking about Adam and Eve in the garden. Adam, even if his reasoning abilities were perfect from the start, couldn't have inferred from the fluidity and transparency of water that it could drown him, or from the light and warmth of fire that it could burn him. Think about that one. How do you know fire burns? Because many of us have touched it, right? We didn't know that beforehand. The qualities of an object that appear to the senses never reveal the causes that produce the object or the effects that it will have, nor can our reason, unaided by experience, ever draw any conclusion about real existence and matters of fact. You need experience to figure out how things work, how the causes and effect work. What does this mean about human knowledge? It means we're going to be very limited in our knowledge. When we draw conclusions about causes and effects, they're going to be based only upon experience. But there could be other experiences that we're lacking, or these experiences might not be quite correct. And so we're never going to know for sure that our theories about cause and effect are the right ones. Think about it in terms of science. We're never going to know for sure that we're done with our scientific project and we have the ultimate knowledge. It's always possible there's more knowledge, and some of our knowledge right now is incorrect. And that's what he's arguing for in this quote. I'll read it. That's why no reasonable scientist has ever claimed to know the ultimate cause of any natural process, or to show clearly and in detail what goes into the causing of any single effect in the universe. It is agreed that the most human reason can achieve is to make the principles that govern natural phenomena simpler, bringing many particular effects together under a few general causes by reasoning from analogy, experience, and observation. So both kinds of philosophy eventually lead us to a view of human blindness and weakness. a view that confronts us at every turn despite our attempts to get away from it. Hume is arguing we're very limited in what we can know. And this is very different than what Descartes was saying. Descartes was saying the knowledge is in you, you just have to look for it. Hume was saying you have to constantly go out in the world, get these experiences, and the whole time you have to realize you could be lacking experiences that would show you the truth about things, or some truths about things. And so whatever experiences you have, you never know if they're complete. And whatever theories of cause and effect you develop, you never know if they are complete. And this is a great limitation on human knowledge.